Hi Pisces, my name is Lisa Saliba. For those of you who don't know me, I am a CTC therapist and a Reiki therapist. Today I'm going to be reading your tarot and oracle cards for you, and I'm going to be using the Mythic Tarot deck, one of my original boxes of cards that I found in my drawer that I have not used yet. And to clarify, I'm going to be using the Akashic Tarot deck, and I'll be reading your recent past, your present, your course of action and your outcome. Pretty similar to the horseshoe reading, if you've joined me in the past, but slightly different. And I have some good news. I'm providing one-on-one readings via Zoom and FaceTime. I don't have Skype, so unfortunately it doesn't work on my computer, so anyway, that's life. If you follow me on www.lisasaliba.com.au and follow the prompts, you'll be fine. I'll be happy to hear from you. Okay, and I've already pre-shuffled, and yes, that's it, meditation. Nearly forgot that. I meditated before I pre-shuffled, and this is the message I received. It was all about love for you, Pisces. Puppy love. It's like a group of you are just in love or waiting for love. It's funny, I had the same song in my head that I did for Virgo, and I'm a Virgo too, which was Waiting for a Girl Like You. Okay, now I'm a single Virgo. Does that mean the Pisces is coming after me? I don't even know a Pisces, except for my own brother and my ex-boss. Anyway. And then I heard another song, Dreamin, which was, I think, back in the 60s. Dreaming. I'm always dreaming, dreaming, someday you'll be mine. Hoping, I'm always hoping, I think that's the word. Hoping someday you will find someone who'll hold me. Anyway, you get the drift. I'm a terrible singer. Anyway, let's start the reading and see what surprises we have for you, Pisces. So it was just the songs and no vision. No visions. So let's get started in your recent past. I hope you forget my voice. More like I hope you don't have nightmares, Pisces. Okay, Knight of Swords. All right, the Knight of Swords. Beautiful. Swords are all about communication. Yes, and this is all about defending your beliefs, Pisces. Defend your beliefs. And all about control and power and taking action. Okay, this is in your recent past. Control, power, and taking action. And to clarify that, you did take action by planting seeds in the five of forces. Summer, winter, up there you got summer. You planted your seeds. Whether you started a new project, a new business, or you may have started to build a house or changed a few things around your house, like planted seeds for a new crop, or your garden, planted some roses or whatever, something as simple as that, or I can't say it's very simple because I'm terrible in the garden. Yeah, although I do love the garden, but I'm not so great, unfortunately. Okay, in present, we got Seven of Wands. Beautiful, fire. Fire is all about creativity. Creativity and action. This one's all about, action and control and perseverance in your immediate energy. Perseverance, taking that. If you're not doing that, Spirit wants you to. In June, wants you to take that action. The universe wants you to. God, Spirit, the angels, saints, Pisces. All right. And with that, to clarify that, you've got the Seven of Scrolls, which is, see that man building? Okay, you may be building your home. You may be part of a project, building your own business. You could be building anything. You could be studying. As I said, could be a small project, could be a big project, could be building. Be about a relationship, building on that relationship. But remember, this has got to do, this is saying that nothing happens overnight. Even a cathedral isn't built overnight. And this card is all about, this card is saying that the small details matter. The small details matter. That's what I just got. Yeah. For a group of you. And another group of you got Three of Forces, the bird's nest, in reversed. Let me think. In reverse, some of you are confused, Pisces, in which direction to take. This is another group of you at present moment. Sorry, at present moment, okay? Are confused or sorry? No, some of you are downsizing. Some of you are downsizing. If you have a business, yes, some of you are making changes. Yeah, if you have a big business, you're downsizing. Changes are being made. But the light's still on, the light's there. Just slight changes are being made for some of you. I just got that, slight changes. There may be delays because see that the nest will be emptied just slightly. Not all emptied. As you can see, it's pretty full upright, Pisces. But in reverse, slight changes will be made. Whether You will change jobs or downsize, move to the next suburb, build a house, as I said, move, or any other changes, that represents change. This is where another group of you have on track, but it's in reverse. Now on track, you can see this man, he's getting up on the track, on the stairs. Sorry, I'll show you up close, Pisces. And you'd think he was getting on the train and going to his normal destination. But he's looking back, and there's the clock, and there are several suburbs there, several signs, and he's trying to decide which way to go. He thinks he knows where he's going, but he's trying to decide. He's holding back. And it's pretty much the same in reversed, except upright it's much clearer. In reversed, you're more confused, you're stuck, and about which direction to take. Upright, you will, on track, you will eventually decide. Actually upright, even though this man has a bit of self-doubt, he's looking back. Spirit is saying, you're on track. I read it wrong. In reversed, you are stuck, you are a bit conflicted about which way to go. And that's why I just heard right now, too many decisions to make. There's too much scattered energy. That's what I just heard for you, Pisces. Too much. I think you have to stand back and review of what's happening, what's going on. And don't let fear get in your way. Okay, one step at a time. Yep, that's what I just heard. Spirit wants you to go one step at a time. Okay, don't let fear get in the way. And there's no right there is such a thing as divine timing, but don't let that excuse hold you back. I just heard that, if that makes sense. Don't use that as an excuse to hold you back, Pisces. Okay? Sometimes we can't tell the difference between divine timing. Should I do it now? Is it the right time? Or is that my fear talking to me? Is that holding me back from going to the next step? No, but I think at this present moment right now, Spirit wants you to persevere, wants you to take control, And you're usually pretty good at that, Pisces. You're very good at that. Okay? Don't let self-doubt do that. Course of action. Yeah, the Page of Cups in reversed. Cups is all about love and opportunities, an offer of opportunities and messages. The page is all about a message. And in reversed, I sense there's a bit of self-doubt. I don't know, within a relationship. Because pages, if it's in reverses, I don't want to say slight immaturity, but I can sense more self-doubt. As I said, maybe it's within a relationship, Pisces. Maybe within yourself, you've lost, I don't know, that maybe your confidence has gone down for some reason. Maybe you're scattered. And Spirit is telling you let's see what's to clarify that. Let's see what Spirit is telling you. You have, this is under course of action, you have 8 of Forces, the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt, to me, in the normal tarot deck, I used to say it's like the Tower moment, but really it's more like the Death card. Well, in between those two anyway. You have your aha moment, go boof. It's more like a death moment where you realise something happens. Okay, sorry, it's an uncomfortable chair. The Tower moment, something happens when you have this awakening, whether you've split from your partner or, I don't know, there's been drama in the family, or you've lost your job, okay? Have you ever heard the term, I've heard it, that it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you? Okay? Like I used to say, why does it happen to me? Why me? It happens for me, not to me. The universe is doing whatever is shaking, it's shaking you up for the better. The universe is shaking us up for the better. Just like with this virus happening. Okay? It shook us up. It shook the world up. We needed it. As much as, let me start again. As much as we saw a lot of illness, a lot of death, which is the dark, sometimes we need to see darkness in order to see the light, in order for us, in order to shake us up, in order for us to realise that there are more important things in life, in order to slow us down, to look within ourselves. Look at us, we took the time We weren't allowed to go out there. We weren't allowed to go outside. We had the time to spend with our family. We had the time to ring our friends and family to see whether they were okay. We had that time to meditate, some of us. This is a different group of us. Each and every one of us had the time in our homes to reflect, to review, to think. If we were in a hurry, like in our everyday lives, waking up, going to work, everything rush, rush, rush. It's like, oh, I don't have the time to exercise. Oh, I don't have the time to ring up my auntie. Oh, I don't have the time to, I don't know, to type that out. Bad examples. No, I don't have the time to make a healthy dinner. I'll just go up to McDonald's. You know, you're reassessing your life, you know. It's a lightning bolt. You know, and it's saying, let the old die so the new can begin, Pisces. Okay? Let the old die so the new can begin. And another group of you, could be the same group, the One of Keys, the Architect. Except it was in reverse, came out in reverse. See this king and his queen and his building, I don't know, he's got authority, he's a king. Whatever, the architect. King of Egypt or whatever. And he's pointing. He's got power, he's got authority, he's pointing. Okay? This came out in reverse. Have you felt like you've lost your power? I'm not just talking about at work here. I'm talking about within yourself, spiritually. Has somebody taken your power from you, with you not even realizing it? Have you suffered from mental exhaustion? Somebody taking your energy, your spirit, and your power. When you're exhausted, that can happen. When you're surrounded by toxic people, a toxic environment, toxic energies, that can happen. Spirit wants you to take your power back by meditating, by seeing what you want out of light, letting go of the old so the new can enter. And forgiveness is a big part of this journey as well. Forgiveness, forgiving others and forgiving yourself. Okay? Yeah, speaking of toxic energies, we've got, reflection in reverse. Okay? And when it's in reverse, you got the water on top there. And water is all about emotional energy. Okay? Have your emotions been out of whack, Pisces? Yeah. If they have, it's time to, I would do some meditating, maybe journaling, exercising, something to let off some steam too. Exercising is good. So So, yeah, find out what your passion is, what your truth is. Find out what changes need to be made, which direction, which path you'd like to go on for some of you. Okay? Change requires change, and don't be afraid of it. Okay? I know change is very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Nobody feels more uncomfortable than I do. I'm an earth sign. I'm a Virgo. So when I need to change, it's very uncomfortable. So, yeah, I feel for you, Pisces. Okay, you got the 9 of Wands for outcome. Yeah. This states that, yeah, change is coming in. You're uncomfortable, but you're still standing. There are actually changes coming in. Not just yet, there are delays. Not just yet though, sorry, there are delays. These are 9 of Wands. There are delays. You're disappointed, but you're still standing. You're still standing. You're strong. You're still standing, Pisces. Okay? They're only temporary. They're not. They're only. They're not temporary. They're not definite. Can't even talk today. Okay, but you're still standing. They won't be there forever. To clarify that, you've got the 8 of Keys in reverse. This is all about, upright, it's all about the apprentice. See, the apprenticeship, the student and the teacher. Okay, you would be the student there. Alright. But in reverse, you've graduated and you're finally, some of you, this is a group of you, you're finally being recognised. That's the outcome in June. You're finally being recognised for your work, for your projects, and whatever you've done in life, whatever occupation, you're being recognised. Or, yeah, you're graduating, and you're starting off in your career. You're just starting. And for another group of you, you're just giving birth to a new project. You're starting a new job. It's all about fertility. Maybe some of you are pregnant. Maybe some of you have just given birth. Maybe some of you have just started a new relationship. Yep. A new friendship. Yeah, just giving birth. Starting anew. Like with this. Letting go of the old. Let the old die so the new can begin. So that the new can be born. And last but not least, look what came out, Pisces. Because I'm dreaming. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. Fated meeting. Oh my gosh. Woo woo. Now, this is about meeting up either with a person from your past life, soulmate, twin flame, or it could be a reconciliation with a person that you've already known. It could be with a work colleague. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be love. A friendship, the start of a new friendship. Yeah, or it could be a business partner. But I have the feeling more, it has to do with my message. It's got to do more with love. Okay? In June for you, Pisces. For you single people in June. Okay, now to ask an angel. I'm running behind. Thanks for being patient with me, Pisces. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Or you've had a wonderful day, whichever time it is around the world. Okay, asking an angel. Dear Spirit Guides, Angels, what does Pisces need to know for June 2020, please? Pisces need to know. Divine guidance. Okay. Guidance, Pisces need to know. Pisces need to know. Pisces need to know. June. Beautiful. Heaven and earth. That's gorgeous. Heaven and earth. I'll read that to you, Pisces. Heaven and earth, human and divine, the flesh and the spirit. These polarities are often considered so different, and yet one does not exist without the other. This is the truth that, once integrated, truly sets us free. What if we couldn't exist without God, and God couldn't exist without us? What if we were God dreaming, God experiencing itself for pleasure, movement, and evolution? What if we were I missed the line. Existing in the psyche of God, playing our roles, using free will to the extent that we chose, yet operating within the greater sphere of energy. We could have the power to create evolution within this space. We would truly be co-creators with God. When we connect to the idea that we are can't even pronounce this word. Intricately linked. Sorry, Pisces. Know the word. Have trouble letting it out. Linked to everything in existence. Having one of those days. We become larger than ourselves. We become eternal. We become one with all who have come before us and those who will follow. All things become reflections of ourselves and reflections of God. Once we realize that we exist in the state of oneness, we may begin to open up to the power and potential we hold on this space. Everything we do, think and believe affects the whole. Yet most of the time we walk blindly through life, believing we have free will, yet choosing to act based on personal fears and limitations, family, social, or cultural beliefs about what is and isn't the right thing to do. Fears. Yeah, that sounds like somebody I know, a Pisces that I know. Or we act based on destructive beliefs or that we have developed through the various influences or traumas we have experienced through our lives. Okay. When we act or attract from this place of the outcomes are generally mundane and predictable and not the product of free will, but rather the product of programming. Exactly. That's what I do. I'm a CTC therapist, so I should know. The true use of free will occurs when we think and act from a place that is free and at one with the divine, holding the power and potential of all that is. It comes from understanding the true potential that exists within every moment and understanding that everything we do and think affects what will occur in our life and what we will experience, that in turn will affect the whole of existence. When we integrate the idea that heaven and earth, the flesh and spirit, human and divine, although polarities, are one and we have the power to affect and experience oneness with the whole, we will become conscious and awakened. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, to clarify heaven and earth. Just arrange the deck. You got ready to love again. You've healed from past enough. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to a new love. Beautiful. I knew that would come out. And to the Goddess cards. Goddess. What does Pisces need to know for June 2020? Too much. Goddess. What does Pisces need to know for June 2020, please? Beautiful. Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Oh, that's you, Pisces. Another one. Oh, beautiful. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right, Pisces. Beautiful. Well, thank you for your patience, Pisces. I hope to see you again. Have a wonderful day. Much love. Take care. Bye.